Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Hope everybody is doing well and having a wonderful week. We have Eric here. You are the first, Eric. Congratulations. Hello. Hope you are doing well. JC, 10 days until Bermuda cruise. It's going to be the perfect Bermuda season coming up. So that is great. Can't wait for you to go to Bermuda. I was there. We were there last week. It's crazy. That was a week ago. My God.
It was
Week
more
and a
than
half.
a week.
We got back last Sunday.
Because you were on World America this time last week.
Well, yeah, Wednesday. Yeah. Fred and Lisa, hi guys. How are you doing? Matt Ryan, hello. Hope you are doing well. Roger from Mainly Coffee. Hello, Roger. Hope you are having a great day as well. Rick K, how are you? Good to see you here. Felicia, hi. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful week. Katie Myers, hello to you. Happy evening. Happy Wednesday. Roger, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great day today. Robert, hello. Welcome. Robin said, welcome back from World America. It was delightful. We're going to talk all about it tonight, and you will be on it this time next week. So that is super fun, Robin. Hope you are ready. Joe said, hi, y'all. AJ's the best. Aw,
Hi,
so
Joe.
sweet.
Thank
AJ
you.
is the best, isn't she? Roll Tide, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great week. Bob is here. Coffee arrived while you were sailing. Looking forward to trying. Good. I'm so glad. I hope you enjoy that delicious Mainly Coffee. Katie Myers, loving the shirt. Thank you so much. This is our shirt from MSC, the inaugural. These were given out on the inaugural. It says holiday mode on, and then on the back it just has the MSC logo. I'm not going to turn around.
They are really coming for Royals designs. I thought that was a Royal shirt.
No, this is the MSC one because the thing is let's holiday. So.
I have my Animal Crossing shirt on.
Nice. You should do Animal Crossing. You should put a cruise ship on the island.
I'm afraid to go back to my island. I think all of my animals are going to be mad at me because I haven't been there in a while.
It's neglect.
I know. What if Roscoe leaves me?
So sad, Roscoe. So sad. Sandy Schifferly, hello. How are you? Sandy just talked to one of your daughters. Roger just talked to your daughter. We had everybody's kids were on the phone with us, except for Robin because your children are too young, and your husband was on the phone with us. So was Roger's. The other Roger's wife was on the phone with us. So hi, Tony. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Mandy, getting ready for the Carnival Pride. Mandy, I hope you have an awesome time. Let us know how that goes. I'm excited to hear about that. That's so much fun. Laura Tamarello, just back from the Carnival Magic, officially platinum. That's awesome. How was your cruise? Let us know in the comments. How was your cruise there? Roll Tides at MSC World America looks amazing. Do you wish you booked the cruise after yours and did a B2B? No. It was too much of a whirlwind. I'm kind of glad I didn't do it. We talked about it. Judy and I talked about it while we were on there. Wouldn't it be cool if we were staying on it for another 7 days? But actually, it's raining this week where they're at. Judy just told me, so no. But I can't wait to get back on there for an actual cruise. I'm just disappointed I didn't get to try a lot of special dining. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. But other than that, it was too much too fast. Peter, hello. Most people know that AJ is greater than John. There you go. Peter confirmed it. Peter,
why we had the t-shirt made.
Yeah, that's why we have t-shirts. You can cast your own vote and the proceeds go to charity. Midge said, loved your video, the tour of MSC World America. The ship looks amazing. Thank you very much. It was very stressful trying to get that done, but we got it done, and I'm happy that we did. Poor Judy had to deal with me trying to get video of the entire ship in 2 days. Laura said it was wonderful. Good, Laura. I'm so glad you had a good time. That is awesome. Pound Cake 5150, little Van Halen reference there. I'm going on my first MSC cruise in September on the Meraviglia to Bermuda and booked the Yacht Club. My question is, would you risk driving 4.5 hours to port day of cruise? Yeah, I think you're all right. Depends what time you're going to leave. Especially with you being in the Yacht Club, you're going to get there. You're not going to have to worry about too much. They'll take everything right on. They'll put you right on there. So I think you're okay. Where are you coming from? That's a better question. Like if you're coming from south or north, but I think you should be okay. So Brooklyn. Mike, I don't know if Mike's here yet, but yeah, there he is. Boom. Just look at that. Just there. 3 days till is back-to-back on Maravilha. So they got letters today that Maravilha is having some issues with the propulsion system, which they're going to be fixing. But his first cruise, Mike's first cruise to Bermuda, is fine. They didn't make any changes. But the second cruise going to Nassau and Ocean Key and all, they are delayed into 2 of those ports. So just keep that in mind if you're on Maravilha in the next maybe month or so. There's a little bit of issues. So just so everybody knows, if you're booked on Maravilha. Hi, Kathy and Tim. Hope you guys are having a great week. Driving from Syracuse, I think you should be fine. Day of the cruise. Yeah, I mean, I would go early. I wouldn't wait to leave until like 8 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, if you leave early, you're good. Kim Marshy, greetings from Explorer. The Seas just left Antigua, headed to St. Kitts. We are all officially jealous. That is fantastic. I hope you're having a wonderful. I love Explorer. I took my parents on Explorer for their 50th anniversary, and they had a wonderful, wonderful time. That's awesome. So yeah, Mike said 511 Maravilha sailing has been canceled to make the repairs. So that sucks. I don't think we have anybody booked on the 511 sailing, not that I'm aware of. Can't think of it. Cheryl, hello, welcome. Hope you and Greg are doing well. Kim saw Super Mario. She sent me a picture of a little space that was set up reserved for Super Mario, which is awesome. Super Mario hit 12,000 points a couple weeks ago, which is bananas. Bananas. Kevin and Carrie Ann, how are you guys? Love the full ship tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I loved Judy and I had a really good time walking around the ship looking for wedding spots for Kevin and Carrie Ann. We did a full wedding spot. We were checking out different areas. We settled on the lanai. It's like the nicest part. It'd be really nice for you guys to be like facing out into the ocean there. It's just a beautiful ship. Really, really, really beautiful ship. So let's get into it a little bit. I was on 3 ships in the past 10 days, not even 10 days, just about a week. We got off of Prima last Sunday. I then got on the World America on Wednesday. I got home Saturday night and got up Sunday morning and did a ship tour of Odyssey. I don't know why I did that to myself. I don't understand why I did that, but I did it and got it done. It was actually a lot of fun. So I'm glad that I did it, but it was a little bit, I'm still recovering. I need like one more night of sleep. I'm exhausted today. So look, the Prima, we still have videos coming out. God knows we'll have videos out the rest of this week and next week on Prima. I rushed and got all the World America stuff done. The drone show, if you guys haven't seen the drone show, I thought the drone show video would do really well. It hasn't done, I mean, the ship tour did really well, which I'm glad. I'm glad everybody watched that. But we did a video that's just the drone show from the inaugural. It is spectacular. It's only like 6 minutes. So if you get a chance to watch it, go watch that video. It is unbelievable. AJ and I watched it in the office again. It's really, really great. They did a great job. Look, MSC put on an amazing show. They put on an amazing inaugural event. Again, my only disappointment with anything on that cruise was that we didn't really get to eat at specialty dining like an actual meal. So it was the only disappointing thing. But again, very nitpicky. The restaurants are great. The food was great. The people were great. It was a really interesting crowd too. It was a really weird crowd. At one point we were on Ocean Key and we walked by like 15 people flying drones. They were all flying drones over Ocean Key, which I didn't know you were allowed to bring a drone on this cruise. I would have asked. And I would have brought my drone, but
That would have been so cool.
It would have been cool.
Your poor drone just wants to fly more.
It does. It just wants to fly. It's just stuck here. You all right there, AJ? A little hair?
My hair was like doing something
Runway.
weird.
Oh, it's all good. Roll Tide said the drone video was amazing. Thanks. Yeah, it was great. We got very lucky that we got a really good seat, so to speak, for the drone video. We were kind of shifting around into different places, and it was supposed to start at 10:30. They pushed it back till 11. We were dying. Judy took a nap in the botanical pool, which is beautiful. It's like one of my favorite areas on the entire ship was the botanical pool. Forgot to turn the monitor on up here so I can move my screen up there. But yeah, we loved that area of the ship. And then it was just pure luck. They were like, yeah, if you're in the back of the ship, you could check it out. And then, so we then went to the back of the ship and we were able to check it out. So Kim said, what's the longest sailing you think you could do after this one? I think 7 is too short. You think 7's too short? That's amazing. I'm going to move the TV real quick. I'll be right back.
I'll give my 2 cents. I think that 5 is actually my sweet spot. I've done the 10. 10, I think, is a little too long unless you really like the people that you're going with. Which I'll find out because I've only done one 10-day, and that was by myself. But Sarah and I are doing a 10-day in June. We'll see if I come home feeling differently. But I do want to do a transatlantic, and those are 14 days. I think I can make it.
So mine, I think 10's the long. 10's. I did an 11 with my parents. It was fine. I've done a 12. I think 10. I'm all set after 10. I agree with AJ. 5 to me is really good. It's plenty of time to like on most ships, like Oasis class, Icon class. I think 7 is perfect. But like 5 was perfect on Prima. I feel like we got to try everything we wanted to try. We went to all the entertainment things that we could get into. And we had a really nice time. We got to try everything on the ship that we would have wanted to try, other than maybe like one more specialty dining. So, but yeah, I think 5's perfect. 7 for the Oasis class or Icon or World America is great. And 10's probably the longest for me. Sean said drone video was really cool. We can't wait to board in 3 days. Yeah, it's amazing. I hope you guys have a great time, Sean. We had a really, really good time on there for 3 days. I thought the ship was really beautiful. The layout of the ship is really interesting. One of the things that's fascinating, I forgot to talk about it in my review, is they made such a huge attempt to create more visual outdoor space. So there are elevators in the, like where you would be like walking into the boardwalk for Royal. There are elevators there, and those elevators can see out to the back of the ship, which is really, really nice. There are panoramic elevators at the back of the ship that look out. And one of the coolest features we saw on the whole cruise was we were on the promenade, we were in the promenade balconies. In the hallways, when you're walking towards the front or the back of the ship, there are windows. And it makes such a huge difference where you can walk through the interior hallways of the ship and you can still see the ocean. It was like this beautiful thing that they did, and they just tried to create so much more visual outdoor space where you can see outside. If you're in like a lot of the bars on deck 7 and 8, they have outdoor visuals, so you could see outside on a lot of them. I really appreciate that. I think they did a really good job on that. It was probably one of my favorite things, and the TV is crooked, so fix that. It was going to drive me crazy. So yeah, the element of the outdoors was really spectacular, and I really, really loved it. Roll Tide said, did you stay awake for the white party on the island? We did. Cool story. We didn't go out there because one of the things I know about Ocean Key, because I did an overnight there before, and I did an excursion on a little boat where you got to watch the lighthouse show. And one of the things that I learned is when I got off of that boat and tried to get back on the ship, it took an hour to get back on the ship. And that was on Seashore. I think it was on Seashore or Magnifica. So I knew that first of all, we don't stay up that late anyway. And I knew that going out there, trying to come back on the ship, there was going to be like the longest line ever to get back on the ship, especially on World America. So Judy and I stayed on the ship, but we were on deck 7, like on the rail where you can look out. So we got great video of the lighthouse show, which I'm going to post at some point. And then we got a great video of the white party. And at first we were like, oh, there's not a lot of people out there for the white party. And then by the time it was really kicking, it was packed out there for the white party. So it was really fun. It was really cool.
Did they get black lights out there?
Yeah. They had a whole DJ stand set up with white lights. Let me see if I have I don't know if I have it on here, but I'll look real quick. But yeah, they had crazy, crazy, crazy stuff set up. Let me see. White party. White party. White party. I'm looking. Try one other video. I have a bunch of videos from out there. I'm going to turn the volume down so we don't get copyright struck here, but here, I'll pull it up real quick. Here you go, AJ.
Oh, I love that it's like the compass.
So cool, right? It's like their logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they set up this whole stage out on the island, which was incredible. And it was very loud.
Looks like a Stargate.
Yeah, it was crazy. But everybody had glow sticks. They had the black lights out there.
Was
Pretty
Do Re
incredible.
Mi there?
What's that?
Was Do Re Mi there?
Do Re Mi was not out on the island for the white party. But
It was past his bedtime.
yeah, Do Re Mi was there on the ship. All right, let me get back over here, fix that, and then we'll go over here. Robin said, did you do the cliffhanger? No, it was horrifying, Robin. It was really, really horrifying. We went up a couple times to look at it and kind of think about doing it, and we chickened out every time. It was so scary, but I highly recommend that you do it. Please do it and take some video. I got video of people doing it, but we did not do it. Roll Tide said, I haven't seen or heard anything negative yet. Nope, I'm sure that's because Ben and David haven't been on it yet. Once they're on there, you'll see some negativity. We'll get some negativity on there. World America not. Yeah, so no, it's great. Is it the perfect cruise ship? No, of course not, right? It's very similar to Oasis class ships. And I won't even say that it's really super similar from the back. It looks similar. And obviously there are very similar elements, like on the back boardwalk there, they have the promenade bites, which is very reminiscent of the doghouse. But there's a lot of cool stuff on there. There's a lot of new stuff on there. There's a lot of innovation. The kids clubs are massive. They have the Lego stuff on there. They have 2 giant Lego rooms. The arcades are beautiful. I think they do a really good job of taking things that other people do and trying to improve on them. So Robin said, how was the Queen show? Any other shows you really liked? The Queen show was my favorite show on the entire ship. It was spectacular. The cast is great. The theory behind it is great. So basically what it is, it's in this back theater called the Panorama Lounge, which is very reminiscent. If anybody's been on a Quantum class ship, it's very reminiscent of 270. So when you go in there, it's these sprawling, like 2 floor to ceiling windows. And it closes at night, comes down, it's a screen. So basically what they do is they have a conductor and an orchestra that play on the screen in the background. The conductor was actually sitting next to us, which we had no idea. So he came on the ship for, I guess, the first thing to actually see how it looks, which was hilarious. Because they gave him a applause at the end. And he was right next to us. So they have the orchestra playing back there, and then in front of the orchestra they have a live band, and then they have all the performers, and they are really, really great. It was really great. The Dirty Dancing show was really good. So Dirty Dancing show is the movie, which I didn't know they were going to do this. I thought it was going to be like like a concert, but it is the entire movie start to finish on a big screen. And then whenever there's like a song or something from the movie, they come up and do that part of it, which was really, really great. I thought it was going to be really weird. And I think Judy and I both said the same thing. It was a little bit like the first 15 minutes, I was a little bit nervous. I was like, "Ooh, it's going to be a little clunky." And I'm not sure what I think. And then like 20 some minutes in, it just kind of like I kind of melded into it, and it felt really innovative and cool. It wasn't hokey, and the cast is really good. It was really fun. It's just long. It's a whole movie. So as long as you don't mind that. There are a couple more shows on there. One's called Hall of Fame. We didn't get to see that. And there's Cinesonic, which also takes place in the Panorama Lounge, which I heard is great as well, but we didn't get to see that either. There are great performers all around the ship. They have acrobatics and all on the back World Promenade there that were doing great things. It's just the entertainment was spectacular. Peter said that they give you a certificate for staying up late. Yeah, like the little pilot came around and gave us wings. They gave us little like pillows for staying up late. It's so funny. Roger said I want to do the cliffhanger. Yeah, please go do it, Roger. We'll do it with you on the coffee. I'll muster up the energy and the confidence to do it with you on the coffee cruise. Roll Tide said Matt ripped MSC for ripping off Royal Caribbean or Surprise. No, of course not. I mean, look, it is. It's a direct ripoff. It's like somebody took the architectural plans for the Oasis class ship and just built a copy of it. But the ship is very different. There's no Central Park on it. There's no areas like that. It's just the similar size and shape. And there are elements from all different cruise lines on there. So pretty interesting. JC said, I love 270. I love 270 as well. I just don't love the shows that are in 270. I like the concept. I like the area. And they have a little restaurant there at 270 as well, which is good, which they don't have there. Mike said, did you happen to get an invite to the speakeasy? No, we did not. We were very low on the VIP totem pole. We were the lowest rung of whoever was on board. So we did not get invited to that. We didn't get invited to the bumper cars. But I figured out the speakeasy is just the doorway into. You go into the telephone booth, you dial the number, you give the code, and then the door just opens on the other side of the phone booth. Felicia said, can you use the non-alcoholic package at Coffee Emporium? That's a good question. I know you can use the drink package. I don't know if you can use the non-alcoholic. I'll find out for you. It's a great question.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so too. You can definitely use the actual drink package. I can't see why you wouldn't be able to, but I was wrong about the cliffhanger. I thought it was free and it's not free. So, hi, Nicole. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful week. Roger said, any jazz or classical music? And yes, cliffhanger on the coffee cruise. I'll hold you to it. Awesome. We'll do it. I'm in. So jazz, I didn't see any classical music anywhere, but jazz for sure. They have like a little lounge up in the front called the Dolce Vita Lounge. And there's like a little jazzy performer in there. On the World Promenade at night, they had like a country singer and a pop singer. Yeah, I don't know classical music that I know of. Poundcake said, if I wanted to book World America for September 2026, should I book now or would I get any extra perks if I booked it on my cruise in 5 months? You might. The prices are really good right now. My theory is always don't wait. Like, just book it. But yeah, I mean, you might get some extra perks. The other thing you could do is you could always book it and cancel it. So book now because the rates are really good for 2026. And then if you find when you get on board, you get a better rate, you can just cancel it. Deposits are refundable anyway. So unless you're staying in the yacht club. But yeah, book it now to get a good deal. And then if you get a better deal, you can cancel it. So yeah, plenty of music around the ship, which was great. Trying to think of anything else. Italy looks spectacular. Very disappointed we didn't get to eat it. Italy. Can't think of any other. There was nothing else that bothered me. The only things that we were really nitpicky about was the food in the buffet. And I really can't be nitpicky about certain things because it's an inaugural, right? So there were times in the morning, this is really funny. We were drinking coffee and none of the coffee things were labeled. And then by like day 3, they were labeled. And I think I was drinking decaf in the mornings, which is hilarious. But I don't know for sure. But they didn't have a ton of selection certain days in the buffet. And we pretty much had to eat in the buffet every day. So, which is not my favorite anyway. I mean, although on MSC, I tend to eat in the buffet more than any other cruise line. But yeah. Bob, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Did an airport video today. So thank you very much. Roger, yes, it is. I actually, when I joined, I saw AJ had Riker under hers, and I changed mine to James Tiberius Kirk to outrank AJ.
I was going to put number 1 in there, but I didn't want John to think that I was just saying I'm number 1 and throwing my hat into the ring of who's better, and wanted it to be clear that I was saying that I am.
Yeah.
The.
I changed mine because Captain Kirk was born in 2233 and Riker was born in 2335. So he's 100 years younger.
I just had this thought though. We should really just make our little thing underneath the email addresses.
Yeah.
So they'd be on screen.
It's actually a pretty good idea, AJ.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go. That's a very good idea. Darn. Ryan said, hello. Can't say that I'm on a beach or ship this time, but I'm enjoying a nice Italian meal on Arthur Avenue. Good to be home. Ask me if I have the same opinion in a few weeks. Yeah, I'm sure. It is nice to know that you're home because you've been on so many trips, but I appreciate it, Ryan. I hope you had a wonderful time on all your trips. Robin said, Lucy's our pasta girl. She said she's happy to try Italy for you and give you a review. Thank you so much, Lucy. Please try the pasta and let me know. They have all homemade pasta in Italy. It looks spectacular. They have carbonara. They have bolognese. They have all the great pasta. They have cacio and pepe. It looked really, really good. So please, yeah, let me know how it is. I'm excited to hear about it. Roger said, yes, in the cruise arena, were there any differences between the buffets? I heard there are 2. There are 2 buffets. There's a buffet on deck 18, a buffet on deck 19. There is no difference between the 2 buffets. I think it's just a kind of maintenance of flow and traffic. One was not open for a lot of the meals, so they were only opening it in special situations. Also on the top, on the buffet on deck 18, they were controlling the flow to each side of the buffet. So as you came in, like they would send 2 people to the left, then they would send 2 people to the right. So they were really trying to control the flow of people in the buffet. And the food in the buffet was largely really good. And I was nitpicky in my review about risotto. We had risotto a couple times and it was a little crunchy. But again, like there are no other cruise lines ambitious enough to make risotto and put it in the buffet. Like that's amazing. You're getting these great pastas. And on the last night, they had shrimp and lobster and a bunch of stuff. And the buffet got better as the cruise went on. But it's, you know, it's not my normal go-to for every single meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it was interesting that, you know, we were kind of forced into eating there every day. We could have been in the dining room, I want to be clear, but it was so much going on, we didn't want to get stuck for 2 hours in the dining room. Tony said, do you know when MSC will come out with 2026 dates to Bermuda? I don't think they're going to, Tony, sadly. Meraviglia is going to Europe for the summer. So there has been no communication as to if something else is coming up in the summer. In my dreams, I'm hoping it's like Seashore or Seascape. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet. Roger said we had crunchy risotto on Divina as well. That's weird. Maybe it's just an Italian thing. Maybe they like al dente risotto, but it's not really a thing. Felicia said, do you know why World America hasn't released pricing for specialty dining in October? They're still revamping the website. I complained to MSC about this. We had a really hard time booking things. I have a lot of clients going on World America and their things aren't there yet. Some don't have the drink package yet. Some have dining yet. It will come soon, but it's just not there yet. So I know it stinks, but it'll be there at some point. I don't know when. They're trying to get caught up. They're so far behind right now on everything. I have clients that canceled a World America cruise that's going in July. They canceled in January and they haven't gotten refunds yet. So it just goes to show you how far behind they are on things. Ryan said, I didn't know there was a brewery on board until I watched a review. Can't wait to try that. And I love going to special events at Italy in Manhattan. So that's also special edition. Yeah, Italy in Manhattan's fantastic. It really is. And yes, there is a brewery on board. And the beer was very beer. I'm just not a huge beer fan. So it was good, I guess. And the brewery, what I love about that bar and what I love about a few of the bars on board is that they're 2 decks. So the Masters of the Sea bar is 2 full decks where you can kind of check out everything. There's bars and then you can go up to the next deck. So that's really cool. Peter has a choice for our names. It's amazing.
That's a deep cut, Peter.
It is a deep cut. Gone. Tony Diaz, welcome to the party. Better late than never. It's totally fine. You didn't miss anything. We're just talking about MSC World America.
My name was almost LaForge underneath. Because as much as I want to be Data, I really am a Geordie.
Happens to the best of us. Josh said, I love the celebrity accentship. There you go. Jimmy and Laurie, welcome to the party. No worries. You're not late at all. There's no such thing as being late. So yeah, let's do a little housekeeping here. The Roger's going deep cuts now too.
I can't pull off that hat. There was
Roger. The live stream is brought to you by Mainly Coffee. If you go to mainlycoffee.com and you put in the code Bite Size Cruise, you get 10% off your entire order. Now more than ever, it's really important to support Roger and Sarah at Mainly Coffee. They are getting hit hard by all the tariff and shipping disasters that are going on around the world right now. So if you have some time, you have a little bit of extra cash and you love coffee, please go grab some Mainly Coffee at mainlycoffee.com. Their coffee's amazing. Please check it out. Support Roger and Sarah. We appreciate them very, very much. Ryan said 2 deck venues, very music hall like. Yeah, I love music hall. I think they read the Royal Handbook. They definitely copied a lot. And the thing is, I think they copied a lot from everyone, from Royal, from Carnival, from NCL. We said it when we were on Meraviglia, right? Meraviglia feels very similar to those as well. I think that's what MSC does. They're trying to figure out what works, and then they take it and try to make it a little bit better. So I'm fine with it. It is what it is. They're catching up and doing all these things. So yeah, for sure they copy. Everybody copies off everybody. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's a lot of 2-deck venues, which I really enjoyed. They did one of my favorite things that they added, which we didn't get to go to, which is sad. 3-day, 2-day. We were really there 48 hours, a little more than 48 hours. But the new comedy club, the Loft, is really nice. It's big for a comedy club. It's bigger. And when you go into the comedy club, you have a bar on your left, and then there's a lot of lounge space. There's outdoor space. And then you have all the chairs there, and they do dueling pianos in there. And they did dueling pianos almost every night on the cruise, which is really nice. And it gives you another option for entertainment, which is really, really awesome. Josh, Celebrity Ascent. That's what I thought you meant. Celebrity Ascent. That's great. Carrie Ann said, John, is Paxos on the go included or is that extra? That is a wonderful question that I've asked the question to, and I have not gotten an answer yet. I'm assuming that it's extra, but I have not gotten clarification on that yet. That's when I asked about that when I asked about Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger is additional. It's going to be additional. Bumper cars are going to be additional. But if you have the Fun Pass, you could do those things. I don't know, Carrie Ann. I think it should be included. I think it'd be really nice if it was included. But And I don't know how they would price it if it's a la carte. But I'm going to guess that it's going to be extra. And Paxos looks amazing. It was the second restaurant that we really wanted to eat at, and we couldn't. Paxos also a 2-deck venue. So they have the indoor Paxos that comes out onto the World Promenade that looks beautiful. Fresh seafood. You can go in there, pick whatever seafood you want, and they'll cook it for you. And then they have a terrace seating. So if you go above, almost like if you were sitting on the top of Johnny Rockets in the boardwalk, they have terrace seating up there. It's really pretty. So I will let you know, Carrie Ann, as soon as I get confirmation on that. Ryan said, it's good when they copy things that are working from other lines. Take the good, leave the bad. I agree completely. I think all of them do that a little bit. Ryan said, second the coffee shout out. Really enjoying my prize tasting. That is great. Very happy that you are. That's wonderful. Jeremiah Brown said, do you think the inside balcony is worth the upcharge? So here's my opinion. We stayed in the interior balconies that look out into the promenade. Here's what I'll say. The balcony was huge. The rooms were a good size. I really enjoyed the rooms. I thought it was a good size, especially for 2 people. It was fine for Judy and I. The balcony is very big. There's a lot of room on a balcony. It's bigger than most exterior or the ocean view balconies. Very, very big. And you could see out the back of the ship because there's no aqua theater there, right? So you do get the beautiful kind of view out the back. Here's my one complaint, and I don't know. I don't have enough information. It was very loud, 24 hours a day. So when we went to bed, there was music playing, singers out there till 11, 12 o'clock at night. And then through the night, there was music playing in the World Promenade loudly. So if you're a light sleeper, which didn't bother us at all, but if you are a light sleeper, it probably would have been a problem. And if I was picking a room and it was that loud, I probably wouldn't pick that room. But again, it may have just been all the parties for the inaugural, and it's not going to be like that on the actual cruises. So I don't know. We can check it out. Obviously, when Sean and Robin are on, they can kind of wander around and see if it's loud at night there as well. So hopefully we'll get some intel from them and we'll figure it out. Peter said, any thoughts on being able to book World America for May 2027 when we get on Seascape in a few weeks? Peter, I don't think it's going to be available yet, but we shall see. I'll find out for you. I'll ask. I would say no, but you could always do like a booking on something else and move it. So you could do a 2026 and we can move it before final payment. So you get the deal, whatever the deal is. AJ and I both have World America bookings that we're just sliding out.
I got to do that soon.
Yeah, AJ's got to do her soon because final payment's coming. So
yeah.
As long as you move it before final payment, that way you can get the onboard credit. You can get all the benefits of booking whatever. JC said, is the Meraviglia thermal spa package worth it? It's $113. For $113, I would say, yeah, that's definitely worth it. It's nice to have that like extra quiet space, especially there's going to be a decent amount of kids probably on there. So yeah, I would say so. I definitely think that's worth it. No children. God, I was on Odyssey. Speaking of children, I was on Odyssey on Sunday for the ship tour, and there was so many kids on board, close to 2,000 kids. Pass. Ryan, and go enjoy your entree. Have a wonderful evening. Roger said, what deck were you on? We were on deck 16, not my favorite. We were on 16200, 16200. It was a beautiful cabin, but I don't like being that high. We were right below the buffet because there's no deck 17. And it was noisy in the morning of them like moving chairs and like doing some stuff, but it was fine. I just wouldn't pick. I wouldn't also give it to anybody else like you guys if you book with us. Roll Tide said, how was the Wi-Fi coverage and speed? The coverage was great. Speed was good for the most part. Again, you have to remember like it was Influencer Central on board there. So there's just everybody running around trying to stream and do things. We did the live stream on Wednesday, and it was better than most of the live streams that we've done. So I thought the Wi-Fi was good. No complaint. I don't have any complaints about it. Tony Diaz said, do you still have group rates for the Alaska cruise? We absolutely do. Tony, thank you so much for queuing up my next little thing. We definitely have group rates. If anybody would like to join us in Alaska next year, we'll be going to Alaska June 10th to the 20th, 3 days of land, 7-day cruise on Discovery Princess. We are flying into Fairbanks. We're going to do Denali National Park. We're going to go to McKinley. Then we are going to jump on the cruise ship and do a very traditional 7-day cruise in the passage there, going to Hubbard Glacier, Glacier Bay, Juneau, Ketchikan, Vancouver, and then we will be coming home from Vancouver. So yes, we absolutely do. If anybody would like to join us, please come and join us on the Alaska group cruise.
And if you only want to do the cruise part.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Kevin and Carrie Ann are doing the cruise.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
There you go.
That's awesome.
I'm just going to say other people are doing the cruise and guilt them into it. Peter and Melinda are just doing the cruise.
I've been trying.
Speaking of Peter, thank you for the idea of booking something to get the perks and moving it later. Yeah, just book something like 2026-ish, far enough out, as far as you can go out, so there's no rush, and then we'll move it. Felicia said, when will MSC release bookings for Atlantic? My guess is they don't really go on a timetable. They're on Italian time there. So I am going to guess, if I had to guess, I would say after, probably right before the inaugural of World Asia. So sometime early next year. They're really trying to push World America now, and then they're going to be trying to push World Asia. So yeah, I would say probably right before that. We'll get a heads up though.
Maybe we'll get invited to the inaugural Sailing of World Asia, John.
Somehow I don't think that we will, AJ, but
look, we're gonna put it out there. We're gonna start manifesting it.
One never knows.
Yeah.
One never knows. Where is that sailing from? Let's figure out. I forget where that's sailing from. I haven't been paying attention because
it's in Asia.
It's in Asia. Yeah. Let's look. I don't even know. Let's see. The rates aren't bad. It's actually in Italy in January of 2027. Barcelona, Marseille, Valletta.
Not in Asia.
Well, not that month, in that month in particular, but that I think that's like the first month or so.
Barcelona.
Yeah, it's doing Mediterranean to kick off. And then let's look in March. Still Mediterranean. That's very strange. Let's look at June. Nope, still Mediterranean. I have no idea. I'm going to let that go. It doesn't make any sense, so whatever. Brian, good evening. Hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful week. Kathy and Tim can't wait for the Alaska group cruise. There you go. They're going. Tony Diaz is going. Tony said, I'm thinking about doing 2 days before in Seattle, catching a Jays game, and 2 days after in Vancouver. That's awesome, Tony. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, I can't do that much time. I got the dog thing. I would love to do that. I'd love to go there and catch a game.
I've got the kid at home. I'm already taking his grandparents away during that time.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one. Peter said, I want to go on the Alaska cruise for sure, but we're doing a February cruise and a May cruise and Greece cruise all in 2026. That uses all our days off. Whatever, Peter. Whatever.
You're sick.
Yeah, sick days.
You've got like really bad COVID at that time.
Yeah, long COVID. Tony, I knew what you meant. I said Jays too, but I knew you meant the Mariners. Kathy and Tim said coffee cruise first. Yes, it is. Coffee cruise, January of 2026 on the MSC World America. Come join us on that. We have a couple group cruises. We have the AJ's birthday cruise, December 6th, which is on MSC Grandiosa. And then we have the coffee cruise January 10th, which is on the World America. Can't wait for both of those. If anybody wants to join us for AJ's birthday cruise, it is so cheap. It is $800 for an interior cabin for 2 people. Jeremiah Brown said, were the inside pools packed? They were not, but listen, it was a half full cruise. So here's what I will say. The botanical pool, one of my favorite spots on the whole ship. If anyone's been on Seascape or Seashore, you'll know they have like the jungle pool there, which is a really cool area. And in that jungle pool area, it's like an enclosed spot, and then you go outside to the pool deck. This is so much cooler. The retractable roof comes in from the pool, the actual pool deck. So when they pull the roof in, you really feel like you're just connected to the pool because it's floor to ceiling windows to the outdoor pool. It's beautiful. It was like literally probably my favorite part of the entire cruise ship was the botanical pool for sure. Really, really liked it. I highly, highly recommend checking out the botanical pool. And the actual pool, the like regular pool, is massive. It is massive. So they did a really good job making sure the pool is very nice. But yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. And the botanical pool's huge too, as well. Kathleen Tim, it's okay. It's okay. You're going on the coffee cruise. It's all good. It's all good. Fred and Lisa, happy birthday to Doogie. I saw your post today, your 20-year-old cat. That is amazing. Happy birthday, Doogie. Hope you get 20 more and you'll have a 40-year-old cat. That'd be amazing. Roll Tide said, how's the app? I'm going to leave it right there, Roll Tide. I'm going to leave it right there, John. The app is, you know, you don't have anything good to say. You know how it goes. The app's the app. It's not the Royal app. They certainly haven't copied that. So for everyone who thinks that they copy everything from Royal, certainly didn't copy the app. It's not great. Yeah, it's not my favorite app. Let's put it that way. So yeah, the app experience on board is just okay. It is what it is. It's fine. You can't do a lot on there. There's no letting you know what things are. Yeah, it's not great. So it is what it is. It's one of my things I hope that gets better. Roger said, we can't wait to meet everyone on the coffee cruise. Me too, Roger. I can't wait for everybody. I hope everybody comes and has a wonderful time. I hope it is awesome. I cannot wait to go. I can't wait to go back on World America. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's give away some stuff. All right, so if everybody knows, every week we give away some coffee from Mainly Coffee, and then we give away a t-shirt. AJ and I today ordered 100 t-shirts. So we ordered 100 new t-shirts. We have new shirts coming out that say, I'm a bite-sized cruiser. They're awesome. So we will start giving those away whenever they come in. It's going to be like a month or so. But we ordered 100 t-shirts. So those will be in soon. So let's give away some coffee. We'll start with coffee here.
Wait, 1 second.
Take your time.
No, I just switched systems and I don't have a thing to put it on.
You don't, what do you mean you don't?
I didn't think about the fact that we switched over to Trello and I don't have a card to put the names on, so I don't forget it.
Oh, that's funny. Just put it under me on a card.
That's what I'm doing. I just had to get there. Okay. All right. I'm ready now.
Go. There you go, Joe. Joe, your name was so big there. That's why you won. That's awesome. Joe loves AJ, so AJ is going to ship that coffee to Joe.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to give away a t-shirt, one of our brand new I'm a Bite-Sized Cruiser. Congratulations, Joe. Felicia. Congratulations, Felicia. Felicia's going on our AJ's birthday cruise.
Yeah. So Joe, shoot John or I your address in the email on this under our
On the
names.
screen, right there on the screen. Yeah, I have my awesome holiday mode T-shirt from my MSC World America cruise. Congrats to Joe and to Felicia. Great job. Felicia, I have your address. You're good. Everyone, hope you have a wonderful week. I need some sleep. I will have Prima videos out this week. We'll have a little more on World America as well. And then I will have an Odyssey of the Seas ship tour coming out. Just so everybody knows, a little bit of housekeeping for the next 4 weeks. We have guests on the live stream. Next week, we're going to have Ilanit from Norwegian, our Norwegian rep. She will be on to talk all about Aqua, Norwegian Aqua. And the amazing email we got all about Great Stirrup Cay. The pier is going to be done sometime by the end of the year. They're revamping the entire island. They are building a pool on the island. There is going to be a haven part of the island. There's going to be a Vibe Beach Club on the island. They are really kind of doing a lot. If anybody doesn't know, Great Stirrup Cay is directly next to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Great Stirrup Cay is actually almost twice the size of Perfect Day. Perfect Day is actually, the actual name of the island is Little Stirrup Cay, and Norwegian has Great Stirrup Cay. So it's way bigger. So them doing this is going to be great. So Hila will be on next week. The following week, we will have Meredith, the solo cruiser, on. She's going to come on and talk to us about solo cruising. The following week after that, we have Jess, who is a dog walker and pet boarding expert. She's going to be on to talk all about taking care of your pets when you go on vacation, with some tips and tricks for that. The week after that, it will be Judy and I on Icon with AJ hosting. And then we have more guests lined up after that. So we're finally getting some guests back on, which is great. You guys are tired of hearing us talk, I know. So that will be great. So I hope everybody has a great week. I will see everybody Sunday morning live for Cruise News. Kevin's here. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Kevin, thanks so much. Kevin, his son has a brand new YouTube channel. He's posting little fun reviews from his cruises, which is awesome. So go check out Jackson's new channel. It is awesome. So everybody have a great night. I will see everybody Sunday morning for Cruise News. Have a great one, everyone. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.